Arken optic EP4, first focal plane, 4 to 16 power, precision guaranteed tracking from the factory, ED glass, and a zero stop for around $700. Now thanks to Arken Optics, they sent me this out quite a while ago. I've been putting this scope through its paces on my Mossberg 308 rifle. I've been to a couple F-class matches, and I've been taking this thing out to some ELR distances. So the question is, how does it perform at long-range precision shooting? Does it track, and how well does it look like down the reticle? In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback and my experiences with this reticle and see if this thing will fit your budget and fit your needs. Stick around. So this optic sports the microdot laser etch EP4 reticle from Arken. Setting up the diopter wasn't too hard. For me, I had to set this thing up almost half an inch away. And the adjustments are pretty tight. The eye relief seemed to be roughly 3.5 to 4 inches away. At 100 meters, I found that the reticle holdovers were spot on, as you can see here. The clarity of this optic is very difficult to show filming through a camera, but I've compared this to a couple Vortex optics as well as a Leopold Mark V, and I can tell you it's very hard to see a difference. As you can see, the reticle is a very fine point, very fine microdot, makes it very difficult to see a paper target at 100 meters. However, those fortunate with keen vision can really pick up the microdots for some precision shooting. And this optic really shines at long distances. I'll show this in a little bit. Setting zero is very easy to do on this optic. It requires only loosening 3 Allen plugs on your turrets. There's a fourth one, but that fourth one is for the zero stop, which also is a very unique feature and makes it very easy to set as well. After turning your turret and lined up to zero, all that's required for the zero stop is to make sure that the Allen plug on the side is backed out and start turning the zero stop until you feel it bottom out. From there, give it a test. Now check out how well these turrets sound. There's a positive reassuring click on the adjustments as well as a positive stop. Now after that, all you gotta do is tighten down the Allen plug for the zero stop. So for the tracking, I did a simple 4mm box test, keeping my point of aim on a bottom center orange dot. Here's the results. Before returning to zero, I wanted to abuse these turrets to see if I could knock it out of alignment, so I put it through its paces. Right back to zero. Alright, so at 1,000 yards, one of the issues I had with this scope was actually getting the parallax adjusted correctly. Though I can get the picture nice and crystal clear, bobbing my head up and down, I noticed the reticle significantly moves around. I contacted Arken and let them know about it. But for this review, I wanted to give you guys my honest experience. So here at 1,000 yards and beyond, I could get the reticle clear, like I said. A little bit fuzzy, right about there, but bobbling my head up and down, there is, I'd say roughly almost half a mil to 1 mil of the reticle moving on me. So it makes it super critical to have your cheek weld nice and tight if you're going to be making these long range impacts. So this is where the reticle shines really at long range. If I can get this camera to focus, the reticle makes it really easy with an open dot system just like this to kind of pinpoint your target and get your fine adjustments. So I'll take a little snapshot right here of what I'm looking at exactly 1,000 yards. Now this is with the parallax adjusted at max. Again, like I said, I was having a little bit of issues getting it to quit moving on me, but that's what it looks like at 1,000 yards. It's pretty fairly clear. We got about a 15 mile/hour crosswind, 78 degrees outside, and a nice clear sunny day. So let's go take a couple shots at 1,000 yards, see if I can connect on a 24 by 24 target using some Nosler 165 grain AccuBond ballistic tips. So this rifle is set up with a 20 MOA base, and after zeroing out the rifle, let's see how much I have left for elevation. So one full revolution is 10 mils. This is a mil radian scope. So that's 1. So I got 10 there. I got 20. And 21 mils of total elevation adjustment. Now, this scope actually has a little bit more elevation. I wouldn't say a lot, but a little bit more elevation than the SWFA Super Sniper fixed power scopes, which have roughly 110 MOA of adjustment. So this has a total of 32 mils of adjustment according to the website, and I have 21 mils after zeroing out this rifle in a 308 with a 20 MOA base. That gives it quite a bit of adjustment for some ELR distances. So here at 1,000 yards, Sturlock is only calling for 9.5 mils of elevation. So we'll go ahead and try that out. See how close we get. And we got quite a bit of wind, so I'm gonna dial 3.5 mils left. See if we get a first round impact. So I got 6 shots left. See how well this does. Oh, bottom right. That was the first shot of 1,000. Bottom right, so let me come up to 9.7, 0.2 mils, and let me come over 1, 2, 3, 4 mils left. Hopefully the microphone can pick up the report. Make sure my level is nice and straight. Impact. And actually I looks like I knocked the target right off the chain. So the target's actually sitting a little crooked. So this scope tracks fairly well, what I could say at 1,000 yards. Even with that little parallax issue, it is makes you a better shot in my opinion. Really makes you focus on your cheek weld. The parallax adjustment as well, it doesn't have actual numbers. It actually forces you to actually adjust the parallax to your eyes. I prefer honestly having at least something in reference. I understand the concept of getting the parallax adjusted to you, but it makes it a little bit faster to get you exactly where you need to be. Impact. Oh yeah, she's spinning. Alrighty, let's go check out that target. Well guys, there's a target as you can tell. Did hit it, did spin the target at 1,000 yards. Second round impact, and quite a bit of wind. Some cross the wind, about 18 mile per hour gust. So the scope does fairly well tracking. I'm actually pretty impressed with how well it does track. As far as the reticle itself, I know that Arken actually did a little bit of a modification. They made the center dot a little bit larger, more bold. I saw it at SHOT Show 2020, and that's going to be on the new MOA 6-24 EP4 scope. But after talking to them, they are going to implement that reticle as well on the 4-16. Well guys, that's my honest review of the Arken Optics EP4 4-16 by 50 first focal plane scope. Keeping this video pretty short, give you guys the specific details. Currently the retail price of this scope is $659. There is a $60 sale going on, so you can get this scope for $599 plus shipping and tax. If you guys are interested in purchasing the scope yourself, or perhaps you just want to check it out, there is an affiliate link I'll put in the comments below pinned, as well as the link in the description below of this video. Go ahead and click that link below. It helps me out get products reviewed to you guys, give you guys an honest opinion. Well guys, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, hit subscribe and the bell notification. As always, stay safe, God bless, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.